This week in side projects, I trimmed all those hedges up. I allowed these yellow flowers to grow. They grow kind of wild in this yard, so we've got a nice place for butterflies and bees to get some nutrition. We'll take a little tour of the cactus garden. Some of these have little bits popping up. They're growing new leaves all over. About 20% of this right now is all new. Gas tank was leaking, so I had to put this up on ramps. Jack up the front. Take the gas tank out. This car has a port inside the car. Most of them don't. Here's the exhaust pipe. That had to come down and get out of the way for me to reach the gas tank. Here's the gas tank. This is the bottom of the gas tank, and that's where the leak was, right there. It was a crack like that long. And there's the top of the gas tank. Just have it sitting there until I'm ready to put it back. I planted my orange tree. We had to make sure it was far away enough from the septic tank, which is here between these two poles, and it goes out to about where this palm tree is, because those roots will go right underneath they'll dig through the concrete. I started putting the brick pile back in. This was sunk down quite a bit. Now it's just a little bit sunk down. I'll have to fix all this up. The boy was playing on it. He was jumping up and down on those bricks and moving them around quite a bit, squishing the sand out from underneath of them, so gotta fix that up now. I left a lot of flowers in the yard here when I cut the grass for the bees. I moved my pile again. This is my compost pile, and I have not flipped it over in quite a while, maybe a month, and so the pile died, and I have to stick new nutrition in there for the bacteria to start up the process again. It got about halfway melted before I got injured, and since then I have probably tripled this pile of leaves, which is great because that's about how many leaves and grass and everything went into this originally. You can see the size difference. This is my quarry. I've collected dirt from all around the yard in various digging projects the last month or so. And this quarry used to be just a little tiny hole over here that I dug out and got rid of all the roots. And then I put dirt on top of it, and then I had way too much extra. But that's okay, because eventually I'm going to use all of these to plant cactuses in and sell them. So. And other plants. I'm thinking I'm going to plant some other plants too. Here's my pumpkin plants. I got 3. That's one little one. These were in the pots. And that one is starting to flourish, but these seem to have been like completely adult plants already, and so they're not really going anywhere at this point. That one popped out of the compost pile 2 weeks ago maybe. These giant ones jumped out of the compost pile maybe a month and a half ago, and they're going crazy. I hope I get some pumpkins on those pretty soon. There's also a sneaky cactus in there. Rerooted itself. My citronella's taken off. I'm cleaning up this wood pile back here. Might be hard to see, I'm not sure, but there's quite a mound of wood, and there was a big mound of wood here too. I have to fix up this fence. It's not looking so good, and I don't want it to fall over. Planted these about a month ago, my azaleas. They're not looking so hot right now, but that's because they're just coming out of season. My dragon fruit are on the move. This is all new growth right here. That's the old growth there that I planted. You can see a little nub. You can see a big growth from that one and a little nub on that one. This one has not moved yet, but I'm hoping pretty soon. This right here is my newest. I dug 2 big troughs. I'm gonna put potatoes in them. And I think I'm gonna dig up the top layer of this, not dig it down, but just dig up the top layer of all this in the middle. Originally, I was thinking of using this as a walkway, but I realize I don't really need it because I can pretty much reach the entire thing from one side, from each side. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna put peanuts in there. And if not peanuts, then maybe something else, but and now I've got 2 nice little dugouts, little troughs for the hay to go in, and then I can plant potatoes in them. And then later on, I'm considering putting some kind of carrots, maybe zucchini. This will become my pumpkin patch again. I tried a pumpkin patch here, but they all died in the winter. I had papayas in these pots, but it got really, really cold. And so they sort of rotted out and died. This is my other cactus garden. It is also flourishing quite a bit. Some of these fruits are starting to get ready to eat. You can see in there, there's a purple one. It's half purple right now. And down there you can see that some of those like old dead ones have started sprouting quite a bit. These fell over and they were too close to my tarp shed. This one also has a new leaf and it's not even planted. It's just sitting there. A couple pumpkin plants popped up here too. I didn't plant these. I didn't plant the ones in the compost. They just sort of did their own thing. I used pumpkin in the compost pile, so that's why how they got in there. The locusts love hanging out on them, but they're not eating them. What's up, buddy? Oh yeah, and I got a whole bunch of extras over here. We're gonna try selling them. We'll see how that goes. Come on, let's go get some food. Come on. Okay, I'll be right back. You wait right here.